Hello students, we were discussing fiber to fabric, right? In the last two classes we were discussing about fiber to fabric. We discussed a few terms, fibers, yarns and fabric, right? And also a term ginning, the separation of fibers from its seeds, right? Ginning. And also we studied few plant fibers, cotton and jute. Okay, let us continue our lesson. So we have now fibers with us, that is from cotton and jute. Now we have to convert these fibers to yarn, right? So yarn is made up of fibers. The process of making yarn from the fibers is called spinning. Okay, the process of making yarn from the fibers is called spinning. So, in this process, the fibers are drawn out from the cotton wool, that is already we have done. Fibers we have, so we have to draw out that fibers from the cotton wool and they are twisted. Fibers are twisted. So, this process makes all the fibers together to make yarn. Makes fibers together to make yarn. So this is the process of spinning. First it is fibers are separated from its wool and those fibers twisted and they are and then it combines together and make a yarn. They are converted into yarn. The device used for the spinning is takli. Okay, device used is takli. This is also called as hand spindle. Okay, the device used is takli or hand spindle and also charka. This is also a device used for spinning. This charka was used by Mahatma Gandhi ji during Independence Revolution, right? So Mahatma Gandhi encouraged the people to wear khadi clothes and not to wear British clothes. Okay, so these are the devices used for spinning. See the pictures. This is the hand spindle or takli. Can you see? This is long one and this one is charaka. Okay, this was used by Mahatma Gandhi. Understood? So large scale is done by machines, not done by hand. Large scale is done by machines. Machines are there for spinning. Okay, so now we have yarns. We have converted that fibers to yarns, right? So now these yarns we have to convert to fabric. So fabric is made from yarn, right? There are two methods for the preparation of fabric. There are two methods, two processes are there. And that first one is weaving. Weaving. You have seen the pattern in the fabric, right? The last class I have shown the pattern of fabric. So in the fabric there are two sets of yarns, right? One is vertical one, another one is horizontal one. So there are two sets of yarns, they are arranged together, right? Two sets of yarns, they are arranged together, right? So what is this weaving then? The arrangement of two sets of yarns together to make a fabric is called weaving. Okay, arrangement of or arranging two sets of yarns to make a fabric is called weaving. Okay, arranging two sets of yarns together to make a fabric. You can also, this one weaving, if you want to see it, you can try with the paper strips. Okay, you can take paper strips of two different colors. Okay, one set of one color and another set of another color. See here, see this. This is done by weaving. Okay, you can see here. There are two sets of paper strips. One is this set, another one is this set. Okay, this is done by weaving. You can see here up and here down. It is again up, again down. This is done by weaving. Okay, one more. See this. This is also done by weaving. Okay, two sets of paper strips. One in this black color, another one is white color. Understood? And see this. This is also done by weaving. This is the leaf. Okay, weaving of leaf. Can see? Those were the paper strips. But in the similar way, we can weave yarns, right? So similar way we can weave yarns, but the the yarns are still thinner than paper strips, right? The yarns are thinner than paper strips. Yarns are thin, so we cannot done by hand. So for that machines are there, that is called loom. Okay. So fabrics are, the weaving is done by looms. It is either hand operated or power operated. Okay, the machine is called loom. This is about weaving. The first process of making fabric from the yarn is called weaving. Weaving means arranging two sets of yarns together to make a fabric. Okay, there are two sets of yarns, one in horizontal direction and another one in vertical direction. And also you can weave paper strips that I have show you. Okay, you can weave paper strip, but paper strips are thicker than this one. That means yarns are thinner than paper strips. So we need looms. Okay, looms are either hand operated or machine operated. See the video of this loom. second process of making fabric from the yarn is knitting. Okay, in this process a single yarn is used for a complete fabric. Okay, a piece of fabric, if you take, there are only one single yarn. Okay, see here, single yarn is used to make a fabric. Understood? So if you pull out any yarn, not any yarn, a single yarn, the fabric gets unraveled. Okay, because only one yarn is there in this type of fabric. Example for this type of knitted fabric are sweaters and shoe socks. Okay, these fabrics are done by knitting. In this case only single yarn is present, not in the like in the case of weaving. Okay, there are two sets of yarn in weaving, but in knitting only single yarn is present. See here, this is a socks. You can see only one yarn is there in this socks. Same in the case of sweater also, only one yarn is present. Understood? This one is also can be done by machines or by hand. Machines are available to knit, and also it is can be done by hand. Okay, there are two processes, weaving and knitting. In the weaving, two sets of yarns are used, but in knitting only one yarn is used. Understood? Next we will see the history of clothing. Okay, so the ancient people, were they using this clothes like stitched clothes? No, right? So they were using the barks of the tree or the trunks of the tree and big leaves and animal skin and furs to cover their body, right? So they were using animal skin, furs, then tree trunks, barks of the tree, then big leaves. Like this they were using this to cover their body, correct? To cover. After that, these people started to settle in agricultural areas. Okay, agricultural communities, they started to settle and they started weaving. They learned weaving and started to weave the twigs and leaves of the plant. They started to weave those leaves and twigs to make baskets and mats. By weaving they were preparing these baskets and mats. Okay. After that they started to make fibers by using the furs and animal hair. Okay. They started to produce yarns by the furs and animal hairs. Okay. Then the ancient Indian people, they were using cotton clothes, cotton fabrics, right? So that is grown in the near river Ganga. Okay, Indian people were using cotton clothes, and Egyptian people, they were also using cotton clothes. This is India. Ancient Indians, and in Egypt they were using cotton as well as a plant fiber called flax. This is also one type of plant fibers they were using these two fibers to make fabric. Okay, and these two were grown near river Nile. Okay, so in those times stitching was not known, right? Now, like nowadays, they were not knowing those stitching, right? They simply drap their body with these fabrics. Whatever they have produced, they were draping those fabrics. After the invention of sieving needle, then sieving needle was invented and people started to stitch. Okay, by this people started to stitch. But till even today, some fabrics like some clothes like sari, lungi and dhoti, these were even today we use it as a unstitched fabric, right? Even today we use sari, lungi and dhoti as an unstitched piece of fabric, right? But the stitching clothes have gone through many inventions. We get different types of clothes, right? As the people have evolved from the ancient times, the clothing material and clothing type also evolved. Understood? This is about clothing of history of clothing. Understood? See this is a cotton field and this is a cotton ball, right, that has bursted, and these are the cotton plants. So this is a jute field, these are jute plants, and after the cutting they have immersed these plants in water, and after that we get this fiber, jute fibers. See this is a wool from animal, and this is about silkworms. This is a cocoon of silkworm, and see here inside this cocoon a silkworm is present. Okay, if you open that cocoon you can see the silkworms. Okay, and after that you will get these fibers, silk fibers. You can see here these are the silk fibers. So see this pattern, this is done by weaving. Okay, one set here, weaving by paper strips, here one set and here one set. See here, this is also done by weaving of paper strips. This is done by weaving of leaves. Okay, see here this one, this is also done by weaving of leaves. And see this is a socks. This is an example for knitted clothes. This is done by knitting. So these are the jute fibers and this is a jute fabric. So let us conclude our lesson here. Hope you all have understood the lesson. See the homeworks. First one is what is spinning and second one is what is weaving. Write these two questions in your book and submit. Okay.